Okay, folks. I'm probably going to kill Calamity in a different video, because at the moment I want to go back and I want to do the Painted World, because we've not done it and I haven't been in the Painted World, and we're going to explore it for a change. I always rush through that place. My brain can't talk and read at the same time, so that's where we're going. We're also going to kill Medusa Man, Squiggly Man, what's his face? Endless Corridor Dude. I want to bleed him. I'm really tempted to go in with the Gold Tracer without upgrades and see if I can get mad bleed on his fading after image, you know, like the lingering hurt box he has. That could be really cool. Do we have the doll? Where is the doll? Is it a key? It is. We have the peculiar doll. The peculiar doll. Right. God, look at this. This should be invadable. Look at it! Tell you what would be fun, if you could use the seed, the giant seed off of Dark Souls 2 in this game, and you could have kind of like a game of chess. You could be on that side, your buddy could be on that side, and you'd have all the sentinels moving forward, and you could have like sentinel on sentinel fights. That'd be so sweet. We do have 67,000 though, so I should probably... Wow. I wonder why this was the choice. You know, the constantly moving elevators. Because the game could have easily had it that it sensed where you were, and when you loaded in, they could have timed it perfectly to coincide with where you were. And you could always get it so that it lands bang when you're there, but they consciously decided that that wasn't what they wanted, and instead it goes up and down and you can kill yourself if you assume it's there. And when you think back to Demon Souls, Latria was the exact same, only Latria was probably more dangerous because those elevators do not wait for anybody. So if you hesitate, you're going to run into a gap, and we've all done it because that shit is mad fast. But it is such a strange design choice, and I'd love to know why. Like, I would love to sit down with one of the designers of this game who has a decent understanding of a lot of the systems and just be like, why this? You know, who thought this was a good idea? Who thought that this was the way that it should be? And just to hear what the words and the conversations they had at the time. Can we do anything to you? Well, we can do that, of course, but... Because I think it's fascinating. Like, who was it who wanted the enemies to respawn when you hit the bonfires to disincentivize just recycling healing items? Like, who came up with that? Is it something from the Kingsfield series? Is it something that happens in Armored Core that they just kind of carried over? Can you give over, dude? Oh, that was bad. They don't move very fast, those daggers. Is he going to jump? Ah ha ha! Ow. I need to be careful because I've got bloody two of them on me. Right. Oh, and I've got three of them on me. Interesting, he didn't attack then. That's very bizarre. Moving in slow motion, feels so good. Uh-oh. I'm about to get backstabbed here because I'm trying to get all PvP with the Painted Guardian dude. Wow, that was a really fast, like, jab. Oh, oh, oh. That cum noise. Yes. I think this is a very wasted room. It is such a grand, like, monolithic, awesome place, and they did nothing with it. They put a giant picture in it, which is very mysterious. Someone's chasing me. He didn't swing again. Why? Is that dude's brain's delayed? He got like a super delayed dodge attack. You can't do that, son. You're a magician. Did he just fall off? No. Yes? No? No idea. Weird. That's an interesting armor set. black iron armour. Look at that poise. Whew. Armour of black iron Tarkus, a knight known for his great strength. Built of a special black iron, providing strong defense, notably against fire, but so terribly heavy to be unwieldy to all but Tarkus himself. 15.6 weight, that shit is heavy. I always liked the Eastern set. But if you look at it, that poise difference is pretty damn noticeable. That thing's got some serious poise. I guess I never really realised. It's pretty cool. Right, let's get in here. You will lose everything! Ugh. Can you imagine if in here was Dark Souls 2? That'd be hilarious. Although I'm saying this much, folks. If I was going to remake Dark Souls 2 on Next Generation, this is what I'd do. I would take Dark Souls 1's engine, I would take everything about this game, and I would make Dark Souls 2 with it. So it would have all the awesomeness of this with all the assets of Dark Souls 2. So the armour probably wouldn't fit so well unless they went in and made sure that it did. And certain things would be really sucky, like you probably wouldn't be able to dodge in 8 directions, which I wish you could, but if that's what we have to sacrifice for us to get this, then I'm willing to have that be a thing. And that's what I do. Like, Dark Souls 2 is so big. There is so much to it. There's so many bosses. And of course, you know, if we're going off dream scenarios here, I would make it an 8-directional roll. I would make it so that you can, you know, walk between bonfires and stuff, and every bonfire I would let you use items at Covenants and all that, you know, multiple times. Who's that guy on there? Go on, dickhead. I know you're there. I've done this place a few times. I would do all that, but additionally what I would do is I would change the boss's AI. I would make sure that the bosses all fight like Manus does, where he has so many different attacks, he can pull them out whenever he wants at different ranges, and he can constantly keep you on his toes. Just imagine the Dragon Rider pulling out a spell because you were so close to him, you know. It'd be the shock of your life. Or just when he has his shield up and you're circle strafing with him and he's doing that kind of weird rotatey thing, if all of a sudden he just backwards elbowed and knocked you back, it didn't do a lot of damage, but it was wickedly fast and it stopped you from hugging his back. You know, just something, dude, to stop us from destroying these bosses before they even know they're alive. I'm gonna get... yeah. But we've got decent resist, so that was okay. Frame rate in this place is super noticeable too. Yeah, it really struggles, the 360 version in this place, in the Ariamis' creation. Can we get you that way? No, I didn't. Oh, he's alive! I would jump after him, but there's that ball sack there, and I don't really like the ball sacks. Do I have to pick it up for you to fly over? Yeah. You walk back. There it is. 2. Is that a jump? That is the jump. It's got... whoa, I thought that got me there. Oh, the frame rate! Ugh. That jump is very dangerous. If he would have got me with it, I would have probably died. But I made a video a very long time ago about farming for the talismans, for the ears, to power up the Dark Moon Covenant, and this is the creature that drops them. It's a pretty rare drop though, so you want to stack as much humanity as you can. And all you do, folks, is you, from the bonfire we came in, you come up here, you kill those 2, then you get a bow and you shoot them. If you shoot those guys over there, they'll fly over here. And you can do 4 every cycle, and it's probably the fastest way outside of PvP to get that. Whoa! You came back! Nice. I love that. So can we get you that way? We can try. Do you see my like sidewalking? That's when someone's gonna backstab you online. That when we do the whole sidewalking shuffle. He was a noble warrior. That thing looks horrible. Yeah, look at that. I don't know if it's because when I play Street Fighter a lot, I get used to high frame rate. Which, of course, it's not 100 or anything. Which some PC games let you play as. Which apparently, I was listening to a podcast the other day and they were talking about CSGO, which is a game I've never played. I played the original Counter-Strike. Kinda didn't get it. Like, I understood the whole, oh, it's super competitive, and you know. But at that time, I think I'd played Call of Duty 4 before it, and of course, you don't want to be comparing your Call of Duty to Counter-Strike, because they're two completely different games. I think Counter-Strike has more in common with, like, Gears of War, because it's the whole, when you die, you have to wait thing. Oh, it's the white rat. Something made a weird noise then. Did anyone else think that this rat might have been somehow significant? Does it attack? Yes, it does. Do you see how passive that was for a rat, though? Rats are normally much more aggressive than that, and he's doing the same kind of, like, one-hitter. Oh, there's two. Sneaky. Very sneaky. I wonder why these rats are a lot more passive than the other ones. Because the other ones, they'd be all up in your grill before you know where you are. But this one is nice. That had to be iframes. Iframes are interesting detection. And I think the white rats have a better chance of dropping humanities. I could be wrong. And I haven't killed these white rats in a very long time. In fact, this might be the first time I've been in this room in like 2 years. Because there's two kinds of mentality, I think, when you play Dark Souls. There's the one where you have to collect everything every single time, and then there's the one where you know where everything is, you've committed it to memory because you've picked it up a ton, and then over time you start sifting out the shit you don't need, unless you need it. And I'm definitely the latter of that one. So I'm going to get chased by some creatures here. They're going to climb up, he's going to turn up, and he's the threat. So, we're going to be careful here, because I could easily fall off like an idiot. They're going to run, and we're going to meet them halfway. There's two, is there not? Is there two? There's three? Shit! Did not remember there being three, but they do they turn... Whoa, that's a lot of fire, dude. That was nice! Some good space in there. Once again, good spacing. And that's all you have to do for those dudes. Get them into a situation where you can hit them. Whoa! Can we do it? Do it? No, we can't. Whoop! Oh, we can! We can. He's scared. We got him scared. That was nearly a counter hit to kill. Oh! Oh my god! How are we alive? The only reason that worked is because that spell does not have a lingering hurt box. It doesn't have a deceptive hitbox. It has a fair hitbox, that one. Oh wow! I didn't know you could backstab them. I guess I've never tried. Ooh, they don't spread the... Oh no, they do. By the way, folks, as well, you know, whenever I say I didn't realise or that's new to me, it's not. It's just relative. Like, at one point back in... When was it? Like, 2012, maybe? 2013? I can't remember my year with Dark Souls. And I call it my year with Dark Souls because that's what it was. I played this game every day. Every single day. And there's probably somebody like, oh, why don't you go outside? The sun, you know. Well, I don't want melanoma, so I'll stay inside. But I played it every day, anyhow. And I have no regrets from doing that, because it was one of the most fun times of my life. What's it doing? Ah, it's trying to jizz on me. Cool. Whoa, what the hell, dude? What was that? Come here, dude. And at that point, I was on the wikis every day as well. So, I had it all. I knew the best I could physically know about the game. You know, I didn't know everything because I don't think you can. I think this is just, it's too cryptic, it's too amorphous for people to know everything. But I knew to the best of my ability, you know, what I knew. And I was doing an average of about 1 to 2 playthroughs a day. Different builds, different weapons, you know, I tried everything. And at that time, you know, I had everything in the old memory bank. But then when you don't play for a while, it's easy to lose a lot of it. Like, the muscle memory's still there for the actions, but everything else is, here they come, is not. Is what I'm trying to say anyway. So when I say things like, oh, you can backstab those dudes, I probably knew you could backstab them, you know, back in the day. I just forgot. Wow, this thing took 2 hits? Are you lying? There should be another one. Up here is the dried fingers, I think. Or is it the red soapstone sign? I think it's the red soapstone. It's a very dangerous place to fight, by the way. I've seen somebody as well jump off the top. Whoa, dude! Oh my god, this is horrible! Why do they have so much life? Yeah. Oh my god. Jesus. My anus could have pinched steel then. That was quite the contraction. Oh, he dropped something. As I was saying though, before I got... Oh, don't do it. There we go. Souvenir of Reprisal. Cool. There's some pretty cool videos of people dropping from the top of this and landing plunge attacks on invaders. I have no idea if they were set up or arranged, but they still look pretty cool. Can you remember when Prepare to Die was coming out and there was that piece of concept art? And it had what looked like this Colosseum, which turned out to be the Colosseum in Ulasil, where Artorias was. And everybody's like, oh, it's going to be the painted world, but without the snow, before it was a dream, before it was all, you know, snowed over. And everybody was getting all theory crafting and super excited. But alas, it turned out to be something very different. That's cool. I would have liked more crows in this game. Can we kill it? Can we hit that crow? Mr. Crow. Mr. Crow. Oh, that's not going to work because this bow's a bag of dicks. Oh no, maybe at this range it's alright. Yeah, it's got no detection. I think they did a good job with the bows on the second game. I don't like the fact that they use stamina. Oh god, something just happened. That was dangerous. I think that's kind of dumb. But I think just the accessibility and the streamlined control of the bows, I think, is a really, really cool addition. So this is something I haven't picked up in forever. What is this? Oh, that's probably why. It's a soul of something I don't need. I always thought the bottom of this looked like it was going to have something really important in it, or something really cool. But it kinda doesn't, as we've all realised. Oh, somebody was mentioning on the Izolith episode that it's to their understanding that the dragons that you see over there, the undead dragons, because half of their body is missing, those torso T-Rex legs that exist in Izolith are the bottom half of those dragons. And it makes a lot of sense, that idea. It just makes me wonder where all the other dragons have gone. Because there's what? This one? There's the one in Drake's? Like, is there any others? I can't remember. He cannot hit you with poison if you stand here, by the way. I'm not too sure if everybody knows that. I hope you do. But what he will do is he will keep doing it. But do you see how it's kind of directional? And at the start, if you bait it, you can run and you can attack his hand. So one way of fighting this guy is to bait the breath and then run and smash his hand, which is what I'm going to do here. And then he's going to swipe with his claw, you see. Or normally he does, there it was. And you can stand up here, you can bait the breath again, and then you can go back down and attack his hand. Oh, he did me! That was really good. Am I dead? I can't tell what's happening. Frame rate goes to shit then. So we'll amend that strategy, shall we? Instead of going to the same hand, we can try going to the other hand. Or maybe just stay here a little longer until you see his face point this way. I was assuming that he would automatically detect me like he is now, and I paid a price for it, which I think that might epitomise why I love this game, because that can still happen even though I've put more hours into this game than I probably have any other game I've ever played. And the dude is still alive. Everything here has a lot of life. You can also alternate between his hand and his face, because if he does the face blast like that, you can get under it. But be careful, there's been times when I've been hit by it when I really feel like I shouldn't have, so that could be a legitimate concern. Not quite as much as the damn frame rate guy. Oh! Lingering. It's not very fair. I love that, he like just checks his part like, Urgh! And then he dies. But if you look here, this is his, I assume, his torso. There's a dragon scale. And how many people, show of hands now, how many people thought that there was no way of getting past this creature, that you had to do some kind of crazy jump? Because I had no idea when I first came here what it wanted me to do. Like, I had no idea. You're just like, what is this? I can't get past it. I can kind of roll into it, but I don't want to die. And I'd not figured out that you could mess about with the door over there and get under it. I thought there was no way past this. I had no idea. And then I saw a guy do that. And it doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense. And I don't think this thing... Does this thing aggro? No. This thing is non-violent. It's just here. It's just straight up here. And it's a mechanic that is never used. Like... I don't think I've ever tried to jump attack the creatures that are in Izalith, but if I did, would it make them sit down? Like, what the hell is that? It's so strange. It's one of those really, really strange moments where you do it, your mind is blown, and you immediately go on GameFAQs, like, oh, guess what I just did? And of course the first response is somebody saying, oh, I did that 9 hours ago, I did it before you were born. But you never know, you might get a nice person once in a million years. So we're gonna... That might be a bad fall. No, it was okay. And we're going to reverse our footsteps here. We're going to get arrows fired at us ad nauseum, though. And then we're going to open this door from this way. I don't know if you can. Does it say locked by some kind? Oh, we can't. We have to go into the middle thing. That sucks. Because now we've got an army of gangbangers coming. That is bullshit! Get out my way, son. So my fear here is him. For good reason. For really good reasons. Did he just kill himself? I think he just killed himself. He just killed himself, so I'm not having out to do with that. We're going to go and say hello to Camilla. That was bad. That was not fun. But we got through it. I've got way too many souls to be doing that shit. Can we talk to you?
Who art thou? One of us thou art.
Look how ugly she is.
If
She's
thou
so
hast
ugly.
stepped into this world, plunge down from the plank and hurry home. If thou seekest I, thine desires shall be requited not.
She's massive. She's got a weird tail. I wouldn't screw you with a stolen dick.
Thou must returneth whence thou came. This land
Oh, she's got little feet.
its inhabitants kind, but thou dost not belong. I beg of thee, plunge down from the plank and hurry home.
Interesting. So she does tell you to leave, and she tells you how to leave, which is one of those other moments where you wonder how the hell did anybody do that, except for just by trying, because Dark Souls, you know. Dark Souls, why not try it? So I want to kill... What's his face? Jeremiah. so I'm going to use a Homeward Bone. Isn't that weird? It says my Estus flask. Oh, never mind. It's empty, but it says a 1, of course, because I have 1. This puts me back in Seal. I'm going to be dead mad.